something for you. It's our next number, 225%. That's the increase in in-state public college tuition from 1984 to 2014. That doesn't surprise me. Now, I'm going to tell you something that did surprise me the other day. I was reading the New York Times. This Times article said that a recent study said at public universities, 19% of students are graduating in 4 years. Okay? Now, moving on, this is the same article. Community college, 5% are earning their associate's degree in 2 years. So the sense that we look at people saying, this is what it costs to go to a 4-year college, most people are going for 6 years, right? Yeah. I mean, so we're like
all those
using the
stats
wrong
that you
metric.
see in, say, U.S. News and World Reports, those are all based off of 6-year figures, which is just absolutely mind-blowing.
More than $185 billion financial aid dollars are available to college students. These billions come from 3 main sources: government funds, colleges and universities, private sources. There are 3 main types of financial aid: scholarships and grants, loans, work-study awards. The most coveted are scholarships and grants. These are considered free gifts because you don't have to work for them or pay them back.
How much in per hour earnings over your career does a college degree have to generate in order to be worth it? About $1.75. So over the course of your career, if you make $13 an hour on average when you would have otherwise made $11.25, college has paid for itself. And so most studies show that on average, college is still very much worth it, although I should note that there are some for-profit universities and misleading vocational training programs that probably aren't worth it. But assuming you go to a reasonably good accredited university, there are 2 things that are true. 1, it is criminally overpriced. 2, it is probably still worth it.
College does provide nifty things such as job fairs, career services, internships, and volunteer opportunities. Nearly 80% of college students complete internships during school, which always comes in handy when applying for jobs after graduation. Also, depending on your school, you'll have access to some brilliant professors that you might not have ever gotten to meet otherwise. These connections, whether short-term or long-term, are very beneficial.
In the board game life, players choose early on whether to go to college or just complete high school. The choice impacts how much money they can make, but it typically doesn't matter that much otherwise. Even without college, you can still have the trappings of a middle-class life. Get married, buy a home, have children, and enjoy a secure retirement. Now, not so much. When it comes to jobs and income, college graduates suffered in the Great Recession just like everyone else. But in the past couple of years, they've been pulling ahead. Last year, they earned an average 83% more than high school grads. That's a record gap.
College grads with bachelor's degrees earn on average of $30,000 more per year than high school graduates. This can add up to around $500,000 more per lifetime. Think of all the pizzas you can buy with that money.
It comes as no surprise that some Americans are healthier than others. But did you know that your years of education can predict how long and how well you will live? That's even more true today than it has ever been. Over the last few decades, the life expectancy gap between more educated and less educated Americans has widened. Things are changing. Education matters to health more than it did in the past. And this is true, not just for how long we live, but how healthy we live. Disease rates are linked to education. Americans who don't stay in school, now more than ever before, are more likely to have obesity, diabetes, heart conditions, and other diseases.
Health disparities disproportionately impact minorities and the poor, but differences in life expectancy by education affect everyone. In fact, although most Americans have enjoyed increases in life expectancy for more than a century, an alarming trend has recently emerged. Life expectancy has actually been decreasing for certain groups with less education. As an example, white women without a high school diploma are now living shorter lives than they did in 1990.
There are many reasons that education matters so greatly to health. More education leads to better paying jobs, with benefits like health insurance. But that alone doesn't explain the connection between education and better health. More education and higher earnings means better access to healthy food and safer homes. It means neighborhoods with good schools, near jobs and transportation, all linked to health. In addition, children who grow up in struggling, stressful homes or neighborhoods pay a double price. The living conditions disturb their education, but the stress can also cause them to take up unhealthy or risky behaviors, such as smoking or violence, which can affect their health for a lifetime.